So I'm actually really surprised nobody's uploaded anything about this yet. These are the new PvP armors available in Deadman mode currently, but now Jagex is trying to reintroduce this stuff back into the game apparently. And they used to be dropped from Revenants. So there's 2 melee sets, a range set, and a mage set. The strongest melee set is the Vesta, which doesn't include a helmet, but there's a Vesta longsword and a Vesta spear. And if you want to have something with a helmet, just use the Statius helmet. The Statius set is a full set with legs, body, and helmet, so that's what people used to do in pre-ELC. And then next of all, there's Morrigan's, which is also better than Armadillo. It's pretty much just range attack bonus. It obviously also has more defense bonus than Armadillo, including magic defense, which is the most important out of all of them. I used to be a tank ranger in pre-ELC, and personally, I found the Morrigan's axes to be a lot better than the javelins. Even though the javelins were like 45k and the axes were like 10k or something like that. So I'll be going over the max hits of these weapons and the speed of the weapon. Also, I'm going to show the defensive bonuses of all these armor sets. And last of all, we have Zuriel, which is better than her rims and everything else in the game currently. The staff is a little underpowered though in my opinion. So what I'm going to do is test these one by one and show you the stat bonuses and then see what the max hit of each set is. And for range, I'm actually going to be using Void as well because it actually has a damage bonus, whereas the Morrigan's doesn't have damage bonus, it's just attack bonus. So this is the Morrigan setup with the literal max range attack bonus. And let's see what it is. 250 attack bonus, that's kind of crazy. And if you did the same thing with Void, you'd have 166 range attack, which is actually still really good. And with the axes, it bumps it down to 154, which is not too bad at all. And with the Morrigan set and axes, I don't know what is going on with my clicks right now. 238. Like I said, I always thought the Morrigan axes were better. They just seem more accurate and they're definitely faster. And I believe there's a 3-second interval on throwing these javelins, which is a 5-tick speed. And I'm pretty sure the Morrigan's javelins are like a 6-tick or 7-tick speed. So what is the max hit of these javelins? I remember them hitting a really high number and then a bunch of low numbers after that. My recollection of the way they work is basically if you hit a 50, then you'll hit 10 5s after that. And I'm not sure if the dummy will actually show that. And I'm not sure if that's how they programmed it, but let's see. Now first of all, I'm going to be using the Morrigan set, which is going to be a lower max hit than Void. And I'm going to use Accurate for all of these. So that's a normal whack, which is a 50. That's pretty high for a non-spec hit. Now let's see what we can hit with spec. Oh, you can't spec against the dummy. Okay, that might not work for those, but I think it might work for these still. I think you could still spec with these, right? Okay, 51, and then a whack is 43. I should have did that the other way around, but you get the point. Now in Void, let's see what we can hit. I'm guessing this is going to hit about a 60. 57, nice. Now let's see what we can whack with a javelin. It should be around the same as what I just spec'd with that. 56 with a javelin whack, so pretty much these are capable of hitting what the Morrigan axes hit with their spec, just with a whack. Although the axes are way faster than the javelins. So now I'm going to test out the melee sets, and I'm pretty sure the Statius helm has the same strength bonus as a Net's helm. 3 strength bonus, of course it has way better defense, best in game. And 3 strength bonus, but it has a little bit of prayer on this helmet. Plus this helmet's only like 30k. So I'm pretty sure Elder Maul is still the highest strength bonus you can have in slot. Let's see. 147. Now how much is the Vesta longsword? 118 plus you can have the defender, makes it 126. Not even close to an Elder Maul. So initially these PvP armors were voted down as rev drops, and what we got instead was something way worse for the game, which is a bunch of coins, and even the crossbow and stuff like that is more OP than this in my opinion. So these were voted down because people thought they were overpowered. The main difference between PvP armors and say something like Bandos, it has a little bit more defense, but it only lasts like an hour. So you'd never want to use this in PvM for the price that you'd have to pay. And it's really not that much better than Bandos. Has a little bit of attack bonus, whereas Bandos doesn't. 6 strength bonus. Bandos has 4 strength bonus with no attack bonus on melee. And that's the body. And then the Statius body is somewhere in between, 5 strength, but way more defense. In fact, quite a bit even more than Justiciar. So first of all, what does the max strength bonus look like? This is the literal max strength bonus you can have in game with these armors. Let's see what it is. 202 strength bonus, that's pretty crazy. Now that's when you're using an Elder Maul, which has a 3.6 second delay interval on hits, whereas a whip is a 2.4 second delay, so is a rapier. Now what is the max strength bonus with a rapier? 152. Max strength bonus with a Vesta long is 181, which is actually kind of crazy. Statius Warhammer, 177. Vesta Spear, it's 177 as well, but you don't get a defender, so it's actually stronger on its own. Not really positive the speed of the Vesta Spear. I think it's a 3-second interval, which is 5 ticks. I know it's slower than a Zami Spear. Now let me compare what we have currently for the max defense bonus in-game, which is Justiciar, with Statius, which is actually a little bit better. Although Statius does not have the defensive set bonus, it has a little bit more strength bonus. In fact, Justiciar has no strength bonus. Any way you look at it, people aren't going to be using this in PVM because it costs way too much money, only lasts 1 hour in combat. So this set is the highest defense bonus we currently have in-game. 519 stab, 521 slash, 505 crush, only 32 magic defense, but we're not focused on that. And we got 542 range defense bonus. So how does this compare to the Statius setup? So Statius is quite a bit better, but only marginally in the grand scheme of things, considering it's only like a 5% increase, I would say. But you got 561 stab defense, 557 slash defense, 517 crush defense, 57 magic defense, which is higher than the Justiciar, and 580 range defense bonus. Now enough rambling, let's see what we can max hit. So the first weapon I'm going to be trying is AGS, had a prior max of 83 on players. Also, I'm not going to be testing the max hits with a Slayer helmet because nobody realistically is going to use these on a Slayer task. So what is the literal max of a poke? I'm going to say it's like 59. That's a 61, nice. And the max spec used to be an 83, what is it now? I'm going to say it's 84. Maybe 85, probably 84 though. So it doesn't even change the max hit of an AGS spec, that's kind of lame. Now let's try whacking with an Elder Maul. I'm thinking it hits about a 64 or something like that. 65, not bad. Now let's try a Rapier Poke. 53, okay. Now let's try a Vesta Spear Poke. This is pretty much only going to apply to Corp. You're going to be able to hit a 57 on Corp apparently. Now let me try a Claw Spec. So 42 was the max hit with that. So therefore the max hit with claws is either 83 or 84. Now most importantly, let's try the Statius Hammer and then the Vesta Long. Now Statius Warhammer pretty much has the exact same effect as a Dragon Warhammer, it's just a lot stronger. So first of all, let's see how high we can bop with it. 58, that's not too bad. Now let's go ahead and spec with it. 73, that's actually really good. Now for the most important thing, the most controversial thing of all these things, is the Vesta Longsword. Let's see what we can whack with it. A 60. That's not bad, that's only 5 hits off an Elder Maul, and it's a lot quicker. Now what can we actually spec with this weapon? Is it as hard hitting as AGS? I don't think so, but I know it's quicker and you get 4 specs. A 70, that's really good because then, what is it? I think it's a 5-tick weapon. It's a longsword speed. So yeah, that would actually demolish you in the wild. So I'd have to say out of all these PvP armors and weapons, the weapons are more powerful than the armors. The armors are kind of lame actually. Now last of all, the mage set Zuriel, and I'm going to be comparing it to Ancestral, and I'm not going to be testing out the max hits, because I know Ancestral has damage bonus, where Zuriel doesn't have damage bonus, it just has a little bit more attack bonus. But first of all, I'm going to be comparing the staffs. So first of all, the best staffs we have are the Kodai Wand and the Toxic Staff of the Dead. Toxic Staff of the Dead has 25 attack bonus and 15 damage bonus. Kodai Wand is just slightly better with 28 attack bonus and 15 damage bonus as well. Now how does the Zuriel staff compare? 18 magic attack bonus, 10 magic damage. This has no spec on it. It's actually a decent melee weapon, but I don't see where this really fits in. It's kind of underpowered. This staff doesn't even compare to what we currently have in the game, let alone things like a Vesta Longsword. It has no place in this set. In fact, the armor set's not that great in my opinion either. The Zuriel top has 35 attack bonus, and that's all. Not the greatest defense, but better than a Rim slightly. The Ancestral is exactly the same, but has damage bonus. So let's check out the legs. Ancestral legs have 26 attack bonus. The Zuriel have 25, so they're actually worse. Now last of all, the best magic hat we currently have in the game is the Ancestral hat, which has 8 attack bonus and 2 damage bonus. Come on, it's got to be at least like 9 attack bonus. Nope, it's only 8. So the Zuriel set, the entire set is pretty worthless. It's got a little bit higher defense, but other than that, it's kind of lame. So if these armors and weapons actually do make it their way into the main game, this is still going to be the best setup. Never degrades, so you don't have to spend money on using it. It's actually 1 attack bonus higher than the entire Zuriel set because of the legs. Although Ancestral is pretty expensive, the body and legs are the most expensive pieces in slot. the most expensive pieces of anything in slot. And I gotta point out, that is really ugly, doesn't really match anything. Even if you had a different cape, it probably wouldn't match. That doesn't look good at all. I mean, it looks okay on its own, but with the other top tier stuff, it doesn't look very good at all in my opinion. So this video is already getting pretty long, so I'm not going to include the actual PVM or PvP with these sets. Although I can come back to this later and make a PVM or PvP video using these gears. This video is already getting really long, so I'm going to save that for another video. And one of those ideas I might try is comparing the Vesta Spear to the Zamorakian Spear. Because the Vesta Spear is a little bit slower, it might actually not be as good as the Zami Spear. And if it's not as good as the Zami Spear, the Vesta Spear is dead content. So in my opinion, the only OP things are the Vesta Longsword, the Statius Warhammer, the Axes, and the Javelins. Everything else is kind of mundane. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to join the CC, Nocturnal RS. And a lot of my subscribers are complaining about not getting a notification when I upload. So make sure to click that bell icon if you are subscribed to my channel if you want to be notified when I upload. See you in the next one, guys.